All right, I'm live. Checking live. I believe Scotty's popping in. He's going to bring a friend of his. I can't recall his name. My bad. Ray. I think his name's Ray. OV's probably not going to make it, so we don't get OV's take on this one. But he did like the show. Just going to say. Did want to say that. All right, so. Oh, wait. So I got to do it like this. There we go. Are you there?
I'm right here, pal.
Okay. Oh, this is Ray. Nice. Is that right, Ray?
That is accurate. That is my name.
All right, just want to make sure I'm saying the right person's name. People don't like being called the wrong name. So.
You can call me whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't really matter. Are we live yet, or are we backstage?
Oh, I'm live already. Just started. Yeah, we're just waiting for Scotty, but there he is. Hello.
Hey.
What's going on? Yeah, man. So it's over. You know, it was a fun last 5 episodes. You know.
Yes.
You guys like it? You know, obviously probably did, but. So you guys probably.
What did you think of the CGI Pat Morita?
Thought that was cool. Pretty neat. It's actually pretty. I don't know how much energy they put into that dude, but it looked like they put a lot into it. It was a pretty cool scene. Even in the I think the part before this one, back in November, they kind of showed a CGI kind of Mr. Miyagi. Yeah.
I like the character arc for what was the really jacked white kid's name?
Axel.
I liked his character. I mean, but that was super stereotypical, you know, like super athlete, trained from birth, desperately searching for a sense of self, and realizes that his sport of choice is not the end all be all.
Yeah.
It was a little bit cliche, and you know, I feel bad for what was that Israeli girl's name?
Oh, you mean Indian?
I think she was Israeli in real life. Could be wrong.
Well, she played one, at least.
Played what? An Indian?
She had the accent. So. That's not how she talks in real life, though, yeah.
She's American, right?
I think she is, yeah. But I think the character's name was Sarah Malik or something like that.
And Sarah could be in Israel. Well, either way, it was you know, they really explored those two. They went in depth on the bad guys, which was kind of neat. And then the guy who was in Mortal Kombat, the coach of the Iron Dragons, you know, he was
Sensei Wolf.
It got a little it got a little too cliche for me at the end. That's all I can say. I love the show. I'll probably watch it again someday, and you know, nobody watches karate on ESPN at the airport, so
yeah, it was cheesy in that way, a little far-fetched at times, but I liked it. Like the fight scenes were a little, you know, like some of the blocking and like kind of kata-esque, and the flip kicks, and the, you know, but like I said, it's the karate show rather, so you know, to be expected.
Well, in our generation, man, fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme and who is the kid from Growing Pains? Not Growing Pains, Step by Step.
I just have to.
Can't remember.
Well, he was a legit karate guy. Like, all I'm saying is, I think that we got a little bit spoiled in our generation with some really good, really good technical martial arts in movies.
Yeah. These are just regular actors too, so I would give them some credit for trying to pull it off with the stunts. Probably had stunt doubles, you know, doing a decent job flipping around and shit.
You know who I think the worst was LaRusso's daughter.
Yeah. As far as like choreography.
Yeah, just her athleticism.
Yeah, but she's got a big ass.
Yeah, she got a little thicker as the show went on
She's
too.
an
She was,
actress, though. Yeah.
looked like she
She's
put
just
on.
a straight actress. I don't even know if she knows how to swim, to be honest. But yeah, she tried her best. I get what you're saying. Like, it's more obvious that she's Hollywood and not the real deal. But I mean, her character is important, I guess.
Tell you what, man, Kreese looked good for a fucking 75-year-old dude.
Yeah.
And Terry Silva's character just went full on fucking Triple H heel. I don't know. I love the show.
Crazy, yeah. It was good. I like how they ended it, dude, on a high note. The way it started, kind of, it was a good ending, connected. That's how you finish a show. A lot of these series don't finish well. Like, they're fun, like all the hype and everything, the years of people there.
Well, you know they're bringing back Dexter, right?
Hello.
So,
What's up, bro? You actually made it. All right.
Made it.
yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they are bringing back Dexter. Yeah, but we just barely started. Pretty much 5 minutes ago. Kind of just started getting around. Did we like it? Did we not like it? For the most part, we did. We're getting into our criticisms, I guess, off the bat. But I was trying to say some positive stuff about like the way it started, the way it ended. I think the writers actually did a good job. You know, a simple kind of B movie kind of a thing. It doesn't look like very high budget, but quick little 40-minute episodes, you know, too. And they really left you, as cheesy as it was at times, right? You know, like you could totally find cheesy moments, but
They gave nothing to Hawk for the last 5 or 6 episodes, and that kid carried the show. That really bothered me.
yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. It started to like shave off like the excess people. Like in the end, it was really about Johnny Miguel and his love for Sam, pretty much. Tori kind of was a big character, and like you said, Hawk. But I think they kind of made it more about Cobra Kai stuff. And yeah, I guess Hawk was an original big part of it. But
That's what they owed him, at least like a 5-minute monologue or some sort of closure moment, and they didn't give it to him, which really bothered me.
just other things being back with Moon and
Yeah, I was gonna say at least you got the girlfriend.
He got Moon, and he's going to college with his buddy. I think that's about it. And then Dimitri got laid at the end, but starts off kind of weird, right? With the whole old man fucking kung fu master guy. He gets killed by the granddaughter.
Oh, that was very strange. Yeah, that's you're talking about Timu Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
Was that the first time we saw that character? Because that could have been a great character, but they just killed him off in that first, 15
Kind of was
minutes?
involved in the first part of the series or the season, I think.
Well, the only reason you think he was a good character probably is because he reminds you of Pai Mei.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, he definitely had the meme. I don't know. He kind of reminded me of Emperor Palpatine.
Do you know who Pai Mei is?
Yeah, isn't that like from Tekken or something like that?
No, from Kill Bill.
Oh, from Kill Bill. I was also thinking. I don't remember Kill Bill that well, but it also reminds me of the guy from. What's that? Big Trouble in Little China, I think.
Showdown in Little Tokyo or Big. I get those two movies conflated.
It's the what's his name?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yeah. That's I think it's Big Trouble in Little China with the Asian guy that ended up being inspiration for the Mortal Kombat character.
David Carradine.
It's an Eddie Murphy movie with a character like that too. The Golden Child or something.
Yeah, it's got that stereotypical meme of the, old wise master. But I mean, he was playing up the asshole part, like like an Emperor Palpatine kind of character, and that was you can tell he's really just enjoying being an asshole as well. So I thought it was.
Yeah, even Kreese was kind of afraid of him or something.
Yeah. I mean,
But
Silver kind of
granddaughter was.
took over that role pretty well, though, as you guys were saying.
Yeah.
They did well.
Yeah,
But
so pretty
yeah,
much Cobra Kai is out, right? I mean, the Tori's by
And
herself.
why is Johnny Lawrence not in the movie coming up? That's that bothers me.
they're
Well,
making
yeah,
a
but
movie.
that's what I mean. This is the story was about them. It wasn't really about Daniel, and I guess this new movie is going to be more about him doing something else. But the whole story, I guess, is just about Johnny, and I guess it just comes to an end. Who knows? Maybe they'll make something else. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have like maybe they can make spin-offs with Hawk or fucking something. But yeah. Those are good characters, dude. But,
Can we think of a time where a spinoff was actually worth watching?
yeah, but I mean, like putting Johnny in the new movie, I think he's just. Who knows? Maybe he's just done with the show or something. It's been a long run. Made $3 million.
Well,
Right.
the wolf could be like a rebranded as like the nemesis because
He
Kreese
is
kind
still
of has a
going.
redemption.
Technically, he's still
Right.
running the dojo.
So there you go. He could kind of you could rebrand it with him as being the nemesis.
Yeah.
But then again, Silver's dead, and he was kind
Yeah,
of
Silver was kind of bankrolling him, wasn't he?
bankrolling on that.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
you're right though. You're right though, Scotty.
Right around that. That's what writers are for. Writing stuff to make it work.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed how they ruined my man Kreese towards the end. I mean, he went out with a bang, literally. But dude, the crying moments, bro.
Oh yeah, there's that scene, the gay grown men crying to each other scene.
Yeah,
It
it
was-
was a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
When he apologizes for breaking the trophy,
Yeah,
and then Johnny starts crying.
they hug it out. Yeah,
They hug it
Hug
out.
section.
The
I mean,
dad
Kreese
never
was,
had him.
I think Kreese was my favorite character. I mean, just the whole. Dude, he was walking around like he's got PTSD from Nam. He's like gotten flashbacks the entire time or something. It was a great character, but yeah, dude, they did him dirty with the whole crying shit. I mean, you could tell that towards the end it was some like millennial fucking I don't know, softy kind of writing, never like had any experience in their life, never had any hardships. So like, how do we write emotion in characters? And then you get a scene like that with Kreese and Johnny. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, they had to end everything on like a high note or something, man. Like everything.
I mean, I don't have anything wrong with that. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what the show
yeah,
is,
that
right?
scene was a little weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're going for an Emmy award or something.
I mean, fucking,
They got
dude,
a lot of
it's better
emotionality.
than all the other shit that's coming out of Hollywood nowadays. I mean,
Mhm.
for what this is, I mean, you have to keep in context what the show actually is, right? It's just a throwback to the 80s montage, slightly cheesy, just feel good shows. It's not meant to be super philosophical
Cerebral.
or deep. Yeah. And
Definitely
so,
not.
yeah, I mean, judging it on those values, it's yeah.
Why it's so likable,
Yeah.
It's not very complicated, but
Yeah, and they didn't take themselves too seriously either, right? I mean, like you were saying with the Hawk character, how he kind of carried the show. They really leaned into the all of the Hawk sound effects, or just the
yeah.
the 80s montage scene towards the end with Johnny and the first crew. Daniel, yeah.
With the fly.
Yeah, they are the flying stuff. Yeah, I mean, just got to watch it for what it is and enjoy it.
Can we, as a group collectively, is there? I guess you could say Better Call Saul was a decent spinoff. I didn't love it. I like Breaking Bad, but can we think of a spinoff show that was actually worth watching?
I can, but
You can or you can't.
Say the
We can, yeah.
Name one.
Game of Thrones spinoff.
Danger. Oh yeah, the House of Dragons is cool.
Never seen it.
Not
but
really a spin-off though. I'd say Danger Force. Doesn't know what that is, but I'd say Danger Force is a good spin-off. Nickelodeon.
Are we going to talk about Aqua Unit Patrol Squad 1?
Oh shit!
Was that a spin-off?
No, they just kept changing the name of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Which is
Yeah, I mean, to make your point, like, not too many spin-offs are successful. They're mostly just a money grab or some desperate.
You definitely have to go back in time to find good examples. I think. I mean, dude, everything that Hollywood is putting out nowadays is just dog shit. So.
Well, I'm thinking more of like Fear of the Walking Dead in my mind was a failure.
Yeah.
Most of the Marvel TV shows, like none of them really.
Yeah.
None of them really like stand out in my mind.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, even if I wish they would have given Hawk and Eli a little bit of a better send off, and I don't like that Johnny's not in the final movie. What is it, Karate Kid Legends? Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we lump all the Karate Kid movies like in the same universe or no?
Dude, where's Hillary Swank?
Yeah, we were expecting her to maybe make an appearance, yeah, but I guess not.
Who, Hitler?
Huh?
Hillary Swank.
What? that would be a fucking trip, dude. But yeah, Hillary Swank, dude. The girl from the karate with Miyagi and a little bit after part 3, I think. There was a female version.
Did they reference her at all, like flashbacks? I know they did a lot of flashbacks.
They didn't, at all. I guess.
No, but she's like the female Ghostbusters. Everyone just looks around, and it's like Germany in 1939. They're like nothing happened.
A lot of people liked it though. They were expecting her to make an appearance for some reason. But...
Nobody liked the one with Will Smith's kid.
Yeah, that one people didn't. I mean, maybe kids did, but our generation didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't even karate, I don't think. I think they were doing like kung fu or something.
Correct.
But yeah, I mean, I thought this was a really well-written series. I like how it was 15 episodes split apart, so we can digest each part of it. I thought like the whole thing with Zara, like you're talking about, Tori fucking eventually kicks her ass, and Johnny ends up having to fight Wolf. But I thought it was a twist how Miguel I knew Miguel was somehow. There's no way they're gonna twist it into making Robbie like the fucking champion, because he wasn't like the original main character, right? It was more about Miguel. So they had to make it like where Miguel somehow comes back from the underdog position, right? And then fucking be the champ. Last chance kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I like the Saho Taikai fucking rules and stuff too. I think it's a really cool thing. If it were like a real thing. It's kind of a cool little tournament. And shit, what else, dude? The fucking the people that work for the venue, when they're like fucking always arguing and shit, and then like the
Valley.
Yeah, the German guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna be the MC, and then like the black guy's like, oh, whoa. We have a way of doing things around here. But it was kind of cool. Like, I don't know if he probably didn't like it, but like that he gave the black guy one last hurrah. Get to do the last match.
He lived up to his name for sure. Yeah.
He was all howling, fucking the wolf guys.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what the translation of Takai Saikai means?
Yeah, that's a good question. What does that fucking mean?
I can look it up right now.
It's weird that they never talked about this in any other Karate Kid before, right? was like a new thing to me.
Well, they had to raise the stakes, obviously.
Yeah.
Where's Scotty at? Scotty's being awfully quiet.
Well, I'm just trying to. I interrupted one time, so I'm trying not to be an interrupter.
Bro, you're the most famous guy on this panel.
Your name, karate's in your name, so you have to.
But my first love is jiu-jitsu, to be clear, but I do love karate, and I've never competed in karate, so really, I know OV's is more of a taekwondo guy. So OV, have you competed in tournaments?
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's even punched women in the face.
I thought wasn't Bobby Brown the champion in that division?
Bobby Brown. And
no, OV had to do some co-ed shit or something, and they disqualified him for punching a chick. He wasn't even trying to punch her.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first time I had to drill in jiu-jitsu with like a really attractive woman. That was
Get a bum.
Yeah.
Ray had to excuse himself halfway through.
Start feeling like you were like fucking like your caveman instincts.
Well, no, she was. I was like this. I said, "This is where we put the third hook in."
Yeah, what is with the third hook? Oh God,
what?
You now correlated me to
the third hook is your
right. Well, I'm saying my flaccid third. Okay, so I got it. Why does it have to be flaccid?
I don't know, because
why are you gonna do me like that?
All my StreamYard names are basically just to question your manhood.
Okay.
But I've built my whole YouTube fucking personality around, Scotty. Emasculating the world's most famous panel professional.
I'm not the most famous, but I do. I'm a gamer. I show up almost every day. So, but no, these guys. I used to stream with these guys a lot, Ray, and not so much anymore. But it's good. It's good
since like 2018, man. Off and on. A lot less these days, but we used to do all-nighters and shit. But,
Scotty just forgets about all the people that helped him make it to the top, showing the character that he really has.
No, I didn't. Last time I talked to OV a few weeks ago, I invited him on, and Jordan, he was on last night after you left. So
you traded these guys in for fucking Mass One, Shizzle, Nicola, and Tams, like a an autistic German lady and a drunk stoner from Philly or Pittsburgh who thinks he's black.
Listen to your stream, Scotty. It's a little bit of a shit show sometimes.
It can be. I know it's kind of it's been better as of late, but yeah, it's kind of the full contact karate, let them all fight it out type of thing, which sometimes can be very toxic and just annoying. But I think when Ray first started coming around, he was saying earlier there'd be like 8 people screaming over each other. He's like, well, how do you even do this? But
blood sports, man. Internet blood sports.
Yeah. You have to be in the right mood for it, but it's one of those ones too where if you start timing people out, then they start, saying you're censoring them and all this stuff. Let them fight it out, I guess. It doesn't always work. Sometimes it would be better if you had some sort of like discipline or order to it, but whatever. But it's Kumite. But the show was a great show, I thought, because they did a lot of stuff with the old. They try to correlate the balance and some of these esoteric martial arts values, but made it fun for like the new generation and put the obviously like Johnny was a super goof, but they managed to he redeemed himself at the end, and I was always kind of like a Johnny fan. I thought Johnny was cool and Daniel was kind of annoying. So I think this show took that and ran with it. And
they didn't know it was going to be successful. I think they did think that, it was kind of like a meme kind of series, just to make it like flipped, where Johnny's kind of the good guy after all, kind of like they do with Wicked and all these fucking shows.
Well, the first person to do that was Barney Stinson on How I Met Your Mother.
Never seen that show.
They actually bring they bring Ralph Macchio on for an episode where he says all he wanted for his birthday was to meet the hero of Karate Kid. So they get Ralph Macchio to come, and Neil Patrick Harris is like, "What the fuck is this? I said I wanted to meet the hero."
Oh,
Oh shit. That's funny.
Now I have to I'm also embarrassed to admit I started watching the show after season 5 and before season 6. So when I started watching it, I got all the way caught up, and I just had to wait for season 6 to come out. So in the 3-part fashion, but
well, you do remember that the first season or 2 were not even on Netflix. It was a YouTube original series.
Right. So I was going to ask, when did you guys actually start watching?
On YouTube.
Right. So you're watching it from Jump Street, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. No, I had people recommending me to watch it back then, but I just was late to the party, so I was too busy with Nicola and FM, and but better late than never. And I think with my now wife, at the time when we first started watching it, we were just dating, and it's like a cute couple show because she could relate to like the sarcastic, like Daniel's wife was Amanda. She's like sarcastic and doesn't really get the whole karate thing, you know what I mean? So it was kind of cute, and in that way, And then I think she can identify with some of the, even like Miguel's mom's name. What is Miguel's mom's name? Pardon my ignorance.
Consuela.
Was that her name, or was it the grandma?
No, I'm kidding. I just picked the most racist Latina name I could.
So how am I forgetting her name? Jordan, help me out. No. The grandma, I guess people love the grandma though. I was watching some of the.
She doesn't speak English.
Not much.
Just
not much.
Fucking typical over the border person. Yeah.
But I watched some of the behind the scenes, like at the end, what's it called, the red carpet events.
Oh,
like the red carpet events, and like, yeah, the grandma was getting love, from the she has like a good amount of fans for Miguel's grandmother. No, what the heck? What is Carmen? Carmen, right? So Carmen. It has like my wife can maybe identify with some of these characters, like Amanda and Carmen, and kind of like not really like she kind of likes martial arts, but not really. She's not passionate about it. So,
if she was passionate about martial arts, she would have never married a guy who's been knocked out 37 times.
That's right. She never would have. But she does like training, and she does have a gi, and she has trained even without me with one of my friends' wives. So
yeah, but her gi's made of lace, and you got it at fucking Fredericks of Hollywood.
No, I did not. She has a real kimono. I could show you if you want. But she had to earn her white belt because I didn't give her white belt for a while. I think.
Damn.
I'm a hater. Well, no, because it's one of the things I used to make my students earn their white belt, even, and as a karate sensei. Which actually I was teaching karate before I was even a black belt, which I am now. But so whatever. But I was, I started in jiu-jitsu, so I had some experience when I started teaching karate. And I had experience. I was a hockey coach back in college, so I had like experience with kids teaching. So, whatever.
Do you know where the history of the belt colors come from?
The history of the belt colors, I don't know specifically. I mean, every system is different, but you mean just the origin of the fact that they use the
It was
colors?
when it was really there was just a white belt, and the longer you train, the darker it would become. So it became symbolic of somebody's seniority in the fight game.
Right. I'd heard that before, but I didn't know if it was more complex than that. And then your black belt, when you have official black belt, it almost turns. It gets when it's new, it's all black, but then it gets kind of gray and faded and breaks down. And the stitching.
And then does anything besides jiu-jitsu have a coral belt?
Potentially, I'm not sure. I don't know. Do you guys know what a corral belt is?
No.
It's like different colors. It's after your black belt. On your way to red belt, you get these two different corral belts, and then eventually your black belt becomes red belt after 40 years. Just about 40 years of black belt in jiu-jitsu. So it's like an old man belt, basically. So, because you got to be like.
It basically says this guy could have kicked your ass, but be careful. He's probably got a fake hip.
Oh shit! Pretty much the master, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a master belt of jiu-jitsu.
And I think that the coral belt or the red belt, you have to have made a contribution to the sport past competition. Like part of it's like being an ambassador for the sport.
Right.
Yeah, like Helio Gracie, Carlson, Hickson, Mitsuhiro Kimura, all those guys that the pioneers, I guess. That's part of that is like helping to perpetuate the sport. I don't know why I told anybody that. I don't think anyone found that interesting. I just ruined the panel.
I mean, it's related to.
Well, I mean, it makes me ask a question though. Like, now that you bring that up, the show never really went through that. It almost seemed like you joined Cobra Kai, and within months you're competing in like a tournament or something.
Do you notice that too? They go from white to black belt. They just, after they've been, then
I
they
don't
go,
think
they
they
go
were.
back to.
I don't think they were paying that much attention to the fucking autism of martial arts.
Ranks.
Yeah,
it's a very fast-paced show, so it's like even in the beginning, it was like they went from nerds to like just beating the shit out of all the bullies at school. Went from like not even knowing how to defend themselves to fucking all the football.
Well, I mean, dude, you take a white belt with 2 months, 3 months of jiu-jitsu, you give him one stripe, he's going to strangle like 90% of guys in a bar fight. You agree, Scotty?
Yeah, not from giving him the stripe, but I think just generally from experience of training. Yes,
That's what I'm saying. You give somebody 3 months, if they know how to pass guard and get a head and arm choke, like no one's going to out grapple that guy in a bar.
Yeah, but what if like half the guys at the bar all did that when they were younger too?
Well, that negates it.
Yeah, if they train, it would obviously skew it, but most people don't train, because it's hard and they're lazy and stuff like that.
No, saying okay, like for the show's sake, you're competing against people that are also training too, so it's like you're within months are already beating people that have maybe been doing karate their whole life or something. It's like Miguel became a champion in his first year,
Yeah, they're all white belts at the gym, and then all of a sudden they get the black belt at the tournament, and then when the new people come in, they stay black belt. Like they got the black belt pretty quick. Like the veteran students.
Like everybody moved up quick. The black kid, I remember when he's kind of came into the mix, not knowing how to fight or anything. Real quickly, he became like a huge threat.
The funny thing too is he got big. Like it was funny because he was like a little tiny guy, and all of a sudden he's towering over people.
Puberty, dude.
And then there was Anthony Jr.
Miguel. Shit, I mean, look at Miguel. It's like you really think from the beginning of the show to now, like someone's changed that much in high school. Yeah,
right. Or like Robbie. Robbie didn't get much bigger, but the black kid
He
was
looked the
smaller than him.
same.
Well, I think Robbie was like one of the old. He was one of the older cast members when the show started.
He always looked like a little kid, anyways.
Right. But you know,
What do you
Anthony
think of him getting married, proposing to Mary Mauser, the fucking girl that plays Sam, in real life? I thought that kid was gay when I saw him in interviews.
Robbie?
The real character, Tanner Buchanan or whatever his name is.
Is that Robbie's character?
Yeah, but I mean, like in interviews, he's totally like dressed like a fucking flamer, dude.
and he proposed to Sam in real life.
Yeah, at the premiere, at the red carpet.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and I always thought she was kind of a lesbian because she was always wearing ties, suits and ties and shit.
Well, I mean, we don't know what goes on in the fucking bedroom with them, right? I mean, it could be the other way around for all we know. Could
Yeah.
be, you know, she's like pegging him or some shit, you know.
Man, who knows, man? I didn't really know, dude. It threw me off when I saw like they're all like, you know, it was a big publicity, like, oh, he proposed to her. Everyone's like, oh, I didn't know they were a couple in real life or whatever. I didn't either. I thought that guy was kind of gay.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I mean, the clothes that he's wearing, shit, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he's had some Hollywood experiences, you know.
At least one dick in his mouth.
Yeah. Or anywhere else, you know.
So, hey, I need an audition, man.
It's not gay if it gets you a speaking part.
Oh my god.
Hollywood rules.
Now,
Or
speaking of
an
that,
job opportunity. It's not gay.
who do you think is going to move on to do bigger things in Hollywood?
None of them.
Well, already
I
one
think
of them.
Dimitri.
is
I think
one.
Dimitri is pretty funny. I think
Really?
he's a good actor.
I don't think he's a good actor though.
I think he is.
I think he's himself. I think he's the most. If you do an interview with him and then see him playing his role as Dimitri, it's like he's playing himself pretty much. There's no
Right.
like different. Like you talk to the other ones, they do sound different than their characters. Not so much, I guess. Well, like I was going to say right now, the richest one is Peyton List, Tori's character. She's
Well,
got that-
what's the chubby guy's name?
Stingray?
Yeah,
Or,
he's probably the most successful actor on that show.
Yeah, but like she's the richest though.
I don't, maybe from that show, but I doubt it.
No, just not even from that show. She's already got 2 hit shows on Paramount or a couple other networks, Netflix and Paramount.
Well, that guy Stingray, he was a reoccurring role on Kingdom. He had he did a movie about the Atlanta bombing. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he was good in that one. Yeah, no, he's a good actor though. He did that. Remember LV Black Klansman we did? Played the dumbass fucking KKK guy.
Oh, that was him? Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was that guy. I mean, I get what you're saying. He's probably been in better movies. I guess we didn't mean you were not watching many of Peyton List's shows or movies because she's more of a female actress, just female-oriented, probably content, you know. But she is the richest one. I think she's close to 10 million already in revenue. So she's been on the show or doing other things, you know. She does a lot of modeling too, so it gets you a lot of money. So
do you think that Miguel has a future in acting?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he's all right.
Well, yeah, he's got the DEI kind of.
He's got the Oh my god.
I don't really see Sam's character doing anything. Maybe. I don't know.
I've seen Amanda in movies. There was a movie about rowing. I think the boy.
Who's Amanda?
Daniel's wife.
Oh, she's been in everything, dude. She's been in Danger Force. She's been in a bunch of shit, dude. Seen that lady all over the place.
She's a hot 46-year-old broad too.
Hot MILF, yeah. She was hotter even 10 years ago. But yeah, she's getting older. She's getting older, but she's still hot. Yeah, man. I mean that Asian chick. I don't know if she's ever going to come out in anything.
No, she was just Lucy Liu when they couldn't afford Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
I mean, she played her role well, but I just don't know. She's got
I
opportunity.
think she played a role. She was she was not a good actress.
You don't think so? You don't think she played like the evil Asian sensei pretty well?
Now, Chosen was really funny, actually. He was a lovable guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played it.
Chosen was good.
I don't see him
Alcoholic
doing-
Japanese fella.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if he'll come out in anything anymore though.
What's that?
I don't know if he'll come out in anything. He'll get casted much in any roles or anything. He might, but who knows? Played his role well, though, you know, to make that point. I thought that chick played her role pretty good, but I mean, yeah, does she have range? Should she play other characters well? I don't know, but
I
she
think
did right.
I think Robbie's the only kid that has a future.
Out of all of them.
He's the only guy that's good looking enough to actually be like a new Taylor Lautner.
I think he just plays that same character though. He's gonna just be the stoic looking dude with blue eyes kind of guy.
Do you remember the bad guy in Never Back Down?
No.
Scotty, you remember that movie?
The bad brother.
In the first Never Back Down.
The black dude. No, he was a good guy. The sensei.
No, that's Digimon Hunsao. I'm talking about the guy who beat up the kid at the house party.
Never back down. Let me see.
What you saying? He looks like Robbie.
Just a similar typecast.
I think Robbie's gonna get roles for sure. I think Hawk should get some roles. The guy that plays that character. Yeah, I mean, like the cat, they had a decent cast. Yeah. What do you think of Danush or whatever that fucker's name was? The assistant. Danush is.
Oh God.
And the coach of the Dragons is a pretty accomplished actor.
Yeah, he was in Mortal Kombat.
Deadpool.
Yeah. Some series.
Say Wolf?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was. I just found out tonight. He was Shatterstar in Deadpool.
Yeah, we were looking.
I was making fun of him as like, you know, when I was watching it with OV, it was like he's like the fucking Happa fucking with the Australian accent guy.
He's actually English. I was curious about that too. I'm like, 'cause it kind of sounded something other than English, but I guess probably because he's American as well. You know, like now that he probably left England, so it's a little muddy.
Yeah, it's a little psyopy in my opinion. It's like, oh, these guys can be British too. Just because they're not white, you know, talk like a white man.
Yeah. I kind of felt that way about fucking Miguel. You know, it's like just like America's getting taken over by Mexicans. It's like, oh great, here comes Miguel.
Yeah, there was that going on in the show. The whole thing with, I mean, not to, yeah. Let's talk about that, dude. Johnny's whole lives next door to a Mexican family, ends up banging her, teaching the son how to do karate, having a white baby with her somehow.
Yeah, somehow still gets
had a white baby.
Aryan fucking...
To get married at the last second too. What was that? I don't even. His friend was like a Christian pastor, right? But like you were saying, something or like that he's a very Christian or something.
You think God's gonna get angry because you had a baby out of wedlock? He's like, no. It's like, bro, like.
You know what I did like though is that they managed to give a role to everybody that made the movie a success. Like I feel like they tried to give flowers and a little bit of financial success to everybody who is still alive from that movie.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember the assistant coach when they were getting ready for the Takai Saikai?
Yeah.
I forget his name, the clean cut white dude.
The assistant coach for
For Miyagi-Do. They brought him in to see who was going to be selected to go to the
okay. The karate, the furniture store guy. What's his name?
You talking about Mike Barnes?
Yes, Mike Barnes. Yes, sir.
Mike Barnes was a Cobra Kai guy, though.
Yeah, but they brought him in as an assistant coach.
Yeah. Yeah, to help like pick the captain or something.
Well, what I'm saying is he's from the movies. Like I liked how they brought back everybody, like everyone who made that movie franchise a success, which is the only reason the TV show was ever born. Like I feel like they really went out of their way to give everybody a little bit of love.
Seemed like to get everybody back,
which gives like another look at the whole Hilary Swank situation, because I mean you can tell that the people that made the show wanted it to be, I mean they were genuine and honest and like good-hearted in making the show. And so do you think maybe Hilary Swank was a little bit too above it all, a little bit too oh, this is beneath me to even show up for it, for even just like a cameo or something, or not a cameo, but one scene?
I bet if she wanted to, if she called her agent and said, "Hey, try to get me a part of the show,"
yeah, so
they would have tried to fit her in, but like she probably didn't show, or maybe she was even asking for like a lot of money for it or something. They're like, nah.
Yeah, I bet they just she either didn't want to do it or she was asking for too much money. If she, I'm sure they approached her.
I doubt they approached her because nobody on the show had a famous career outside of it. Same thing with Will Smith's kid.
Well,
she's a part of the story though. Like her dad served with Kreese in Vietnam or whatever the fuck it was, so that's her connection to kind of the story. So people were thinking maybe she would have some sort of contact with Kreese or something, and know something about Miyagi because she was the last person with Miyagi before he died or whatever.
Yeah, not even Will Smith's kid.
Something like that,
Miyagi, right?
That's her connection to the lure. So she did have she could have made a cameo, but I guess they just didn't fit her in. They just didn't find a reason to, or that, or like we're talking about.
I'm thinking it's the other way around. Hillary just didn't want to do it.
She just didn't want to do it or something.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe because that show captured the hearts and minds of like Hilary Swank's relatively unknown to anybody under 30 right now. Like it would have introduced. I really think they kept it. I think they just tried to keep it humble.
I bet if she wanted to really be a part of the show, they would have found a way to put her in it, just to make a cameo. They put fucking Russo's daughter in the fucking movie for the show, right? She was like the cousin or something that was like talking all New York, and she was visiting in the dealership. His daughter with the spaced out eyes and shit.
Was she the one who's like the family therapist or whatever?
Yeah, that one, the one that looked like she had like a Jewish face.
That's Russo's daughter. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, or Macchio's daughter, in real life, Ralph Macchio's daughter. But she was in the show, you know what I mean? But they could have fit Hilary Swank in there in some way.
The one thing, the girl, like Daniel's old girlfriend being Amanda's sister, that was a little far-fetched. I mean, there's a lot of far-fetched stuff, but I was like,
yeah. I
heard she was going to come back from a Reddit spoiler, but that didn't come true. But I'm glad they didn't. You know what I'm talking about? Remember they went and when Daniel and Amanda got in a fight, and then they went to go stay with her, and then Sam got in a bar fight.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that last time or something, that it was like weird connection between Amanda, like Daniel got with his ex's cousin or something. You said
they're sisters, yeah. I think they're sisters. I think that was.
You ever catch that, OV or Ray? That Daniel married the girl from Part 3's sister.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was that episode or whatever, but one of the seasons. Probably season 3 or something.
Yeah, it was earlier, like I said, and then they Amanda goes to stay with her when she gets in a fight, when Daniel gets all dark. And then you remember that when Sam got into the bar fight with the mom?
That's right. I do remember that now. Good recall, sir.
Thank you.
Well, it's like you're saying though too, Ray. They tied in everybody some way somehow, and they tied in the girl from Part 3. It's like, you know, she's the sister of Amanda. That's how she's connected to the. You know, they got Elizabeth Shue. You know, all we're saying is we could have got a little Hilary Swank. You know?
Yeah, maybe it was a contractual thing, or she was, you know, wouldn't play ball.
There's some fan theories though. I mean, yeah, like that was cool because the story arc was her dad was in the military and was connected to Kreese somehow. For some Mr. Miyagi found her or something. I don't know.
Well,
Right.
she had a big movie after that too. You got to remember, she did $1 Million Baby, which was probably the biggest fight movie of the last. It's one of the 5 biggest fight movies of all time.
I think she had the best movie of 2024. Me and my girlfriend's opinion.
What movie is that?
It's called something Angels. Ordinary Angels, dude. Fucking sick ass movie, dude. Fucking best movie I saw last year. But yeah, Hilary Swank's in it. The guy from Reacher.
Alan Ritchson.
Yeah, he's the main character too. It's like his daughter's dying of like cancer or something. Or she needs a transplant or something, and they're like waiting for her to get a transplant before she dies or something. But like they need all this fundraising, so Hilary Swank like raises all this money. And then when the daughter is gonna get the transplant, like there's a snowstorm, so they have to fucking like everybody like fucking gets helicopters and shit just to get the girl to the hospital. Like some trippy shit, dude. It's a good movie.
She could have been too high budget for them. You know what I mean?
I'm reading an article right now. The creator has actually addressed the Hilary Swank issue, and he said that they wanted to, but by the end or by the last season, they just couldn't figure out a way to actually fit her into the story. But he says, but who knows? Cobra Kai never dies, and maybe one day, dude, maybe she'll end up in the movie.
They're still filming it, I think, or finishing it. Release in May.
It's probably in post. I doubt it's even in post production yet. But
Because I heard some people seeing Jackie Chan doing scenes for the movie in Hollywood recently, like the last couple of weeks. So
I got to be
finishing it up, you know.
I got to be on this.
Speaking of that, I think this show arguably did a great job. I mean, outside of like Clerks, 1, 2, and 3, that where the characters get rebranded. But I think like we talked about earlier, this show did, minus the Hilary Swank and a few exceptions, but they brought back a lot of people and made it relevant. So I thought that was a good, interesting, well done, well played.
Yeah. Good twist. Like I liked all the twists, dude.
What twists were there?
Like Sam dating.
Shit, left and right. It was always a twist. It was always like, first it's Miguel with Sam, and then they flipped up, and then like Miguel got with Tori, and then Sam was with me with the. God damn it! I already forgot his name. Robbie. They were together for a part of the show, and then they got back together again, and then like they became rivals, and then we're on the same team, and then they're rivals again. Just like twist after twist, and then the main twist was Robbie was captain, and he broke his leg and couldn't win against Axel, but Miguel fucking stepped it up. And the twist was Kreese took over Cobra Kai and gave it to Johnny. that was like the twist, you know. And then Cobra Kai became champions. You know, that's
hold on, Miyagi turns a bad guy. He's the secret box. Then he redeems himself in the last, final episode or two. So there's that twist as well with the necklace. And Daniel's all conflicted about the dark.
Oh yeah, I do remember that part. His mom came back, gave the necklace to Sam. With the story and all that.
But remember when they were searching down this, they found this article, and then they went searching the gym. They found out that Miyagi was some sort of thug and had a criminal history. And then Daniel was very taken aback to find out that Mr. Miyagi had this dark side to him.
Is that the part when he found out that Miyagi killed a guy in the tournament?
That too, but then he found out that he also got arrested,
like mugged the guy or something.
Yeah,
beat a guy up or something. But it was over his mother's necklace or something.
Correct. But then it kind of redeemed it, twisted back to him being the good guy. So it all like worked out in the end. But yeah, part of that was that Mr. Miyagi had killed the guy, but B, he was also, like I said, a little bit of a gangster thug.
Yakuza.
The Okinawa.
Be right back, hold on.
Okay. So that was a little twist and reverse twist at the end. But no, I mean, like I said, they did a pretty good job of keeping it martial arts, but still making it kind of fun for this new generation and correlating like the internet, trolling and Daniel's kid rather play video games than train. That he pays laborers to wash the cars and shit like that. It's like typical kids nowadays, don't want to work hard and shit like that. So it was kind of funny, I thought. It was cute.
I still think Kingdom was a better show.
We lost them.
So is this a cinema channel? Is that what you guys do here?
I'm kind of doing reviews mostly on this channel. Yeah.
Of TV shows and movies, or
music, etc., shit like that.
Have you found any traction?
Oh no, we just kind of started it this year.
I enjoy a YouTube channel with a purpose as opposed to just making people try to kill themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm, since you're into the show or whatever, anybody that wanted to come on and talk about it.
Mass one's conspicuously absent. He somehow had 4 episodes in the book the first night, and then he didn't watch the last episode somehow still. I texted him or whatever, Twittered him today, this evening.
Yeah. Welcome back, Obi.
I'm also probably the biggest cinephile on the panel right now. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's asking Obi if the show's about doing reviews on movies or something, but so far we've just been doing shows. Down to do movies too. I think that's what this new channel's about. My original channel can get more political and shit.
You guys did Penguin, right?
We did Penguin on this channel, yeah. The whole series, yeah. And Yellow Jackets is, I think the first episode came out Sunday night.
They just released the Gabby Petito documentary.
What's that?
Gabby Petito?
The girl that was murdered?
Yeah.
And then her boyfriend was missing, and the parents were maybe complicit in his disappearance. And then they found him in some sort of
swamp or something.
Yeah.
Florida wetlands down in the Everglades. Yeah. That guy was. They were like me. I live in a van. In case Guy didn't tell you guys that.
He does not. He likes the LARP that he does because his real house is in South Carolina, but he does business in Florida. So he drives down to Florida and lives in a Mercedes van, which he said he could buy a condo for that price. So especially in Florida.
I do live in a van. Technically, by the letter of the law, I did not perjure myself.
Are you in a van right now?
No.
Exactly. So I think that you're kind of LARPing it up, and then eventually you'll be getting too old for sleeping in a van, and you'll probably retire from that, as I predict.
If all goes to plan, man, I'll have. I need 2 more rental properties, and I could probably stop working. I'd be all right.
Nice.
Fucking it.
Are you looking in your area or in Florida?
Florida real estate market right now is pretty saturated. I don't know if you follow any of the news, but the hurricane insurance makes it near impossible, and Florida's not growing anymore, so there's really no equity to be had unless you're going to buy like a pass-through profit rental. So
yeah, I got rid of my timeshare. I moved to Vegas because there's less HOA maintenance fee. Is the freaking hurricanes.
I'm actually looking, believe it right now, and there's a little portfolio me and my business partner were looking at in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, nice. For rental properties?
Yeah, it's you can get a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house there for a lot less than you would in the major markets. Tennessee's a Republican state, so it's starting to grow. There's a chance for it to gentrify and start to pick up a little bit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man. California's dead, bro. That state is deceased. Los Angeles is dead. Chicago's dead. New York, like telecommunications and the remote workspace opportunities have basically killed the need for any city that has $4,000 2-bedroom apartments. Like it just doesn't need to be done anymore. What do you guys do? The host of this channel, you guys, do you feel comfortable saying what you do for work on panel, or are you terrified by the YouTube?
I live pretty much in Los Angeles, but yeah.
Oof.
OB left. He lived in Newport. He got out.
Yeah.
He was my neighbor.
But that's a rich area.
Do you agree with my assessment that LA is pretty much a dead city at this? Like, it's never going to grow.
No.
I mean, California is fucking.
OB already knows my stance on this. I'm going to be the king of this place one day, sir. I'm staying here for the fight. I don't know how many people.
You're going to be like the 33-year-old guy at a high school party. You're just going to stay around till everyone's gone.
No, I mean, this is my ancestral homeland, so I'm not leaving it.
LA, the property just goes up, bro. Think it's
as far as I'm concerned, this is
wish
a phase.
I wish the market crashed, but it just grows and
It's
grows.
going to always be worth money. It's always going to be worth money.
Yeah, it's like New York City.
Art of war, dude. Terrain. It's a strategic fucking spot to control. Or to have,
Well, Hollywood left Hollywood. Now I think Atlanta, Georgia is probably the number 1 production location for TV and film, anything SAG-AFTRA.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
What's that?
Get that shit out of California. I don't fucking care. Get it out of here.
Well, I mean, that's the only thing that pushes the economy, that makes your house worth anything. Like that's what I'm saying is I
don't know. My family's been here before it was even the United States of America, so they've been doing pretty good. Like just living off the land.
Are you Native American?
No, Spanish, Irish, and different ancestral immigrants that moved to California. But
so you were on the West Coast before the 13 colonies were founded?
2 grandparents were, yeah.
I don't know if Scotty, am I missing something? I'm not even arguing. I'm
maybe
now.
Not your grandparents, but maybe your ancestors beyond.
Well, no, because they founded America in 1492. So that's going on 600. That's 550 years ago. That's like at least 13, no, probably more. It's probably 23 generations.
They had like Spanish
Oh,
settlements.
I'm talking about just like California, like the establishment of it, the name, the people. You know, like it like means something to me, I guess, at least. Unless it totally fucking gets nuked or something, then I guess I would have to leave. But like, you know, as far as it's kind of like, you know, like in the market crashes, you know, like, yeah, dude, I'll fucking buy in now, dude, because I see it'll jump back up in the future. California is not like a dead place, dude. It just needs new government. It needs, and
Geographically, it's one of the most amazing places in the country. That there's no argument there. Just when you say they need a new government, there's no. It'll never. It can't happen in California.
I don't know why you say that.
Because it's needed to happen for the last 30 years, and it's only gotten worse and worse and progressively worse. And
30 years isn't a long time.
That's 30 years is 7.5 presidential terms, brother. It's substantial.
Yeah, it could return.
I hope it does, man. I'm rooting for California. Don't think I'm sitting here saying I hope California fucking floats off into the ocean, but between your homeless epidemic and the bail reform and Gavin Newsom and every single industrial juggernaut leaving California, like there'll be no place for anybody to work. They just outlawed diesel vehicles, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's like the Kali Yuga, dude. You just ride it out. You know,
dude. I think the best hope for America or for California now is if China takes it over. That might actually improve it. I mean, bro, dude, at least the Chinese would do something about the fucking illegals and I mean just the regular fucking Mexicans too. You know,
as far as that goes, but then. Cold day in hell, a Chinese person tells me something to do. I'm gonna
get a chance. There was a woman. She ran for Senate in Vermont or Massachusetts. Did you see the Chinese immigrant woman? She ran as a Republican. She's literally she's the most based woman in the world. And I wanted this woman to run. I wanted her to be Trump's running mate. She was amazing.
I mean, those people are great and all, but when white people do wake up, they're just gonna get kicked out.